Oh my goodness, what? You're not supposed to be awake yet. What happened to the sedatives? This is... Oh my god, I'm gonna have to have a word with my scientists, I swear to... Oh.
Oh, hero, good morning. Remember me? No, that's not my name. Please, do not call me Toad Boy. Anyway, it appears that your body's capability for rapid regeneration has had an effect on the drugs that we've injected into your system. Do tell, how are you feeling? Yes, I am genuinely asking. You're well? Good. Very good. Oh, and before you get any ideas, the glass that you see in front of you is reinforced for impacts and lined with strips of pure osmium. I'm sure you're painfully aware of what that does to your powers. The other 3 walls are equally impenetrable. Oh, calm down. It's not that bad. You didn't happen to have any plans for the next couple of weeks, did you? Questions. Shut your measly mouth for a moment and listen. Relax. Let me ask you something. After what you've been through, you could really go for a bath right now, yes? Perhaps with bubbles and candles and smooth jazz in the background, yes? Well, you may be happy to find that we have equipped your containment's your room, with one of the coziest baths in the city. In fact, everything you see around you, all of the fixtures in this room, are top-notch. I had my engineers see to that. You have awoken a little earlier than expected, so we have yet to place the finishing touches on your containment's... Your room, it's a room, I mean. But I'm sure you'll find that it is quite comfortable already. Go ahead, take a gander. A corner couch with massage functions, a bookshelf with the classics, a little kettle with plenty of tea, a television set, a fitness machine, a guitar, a record player with all of your favorite albums, and a couple of mine as well. A king-sized bed with all of the softest blankets you could ever want. I also took the liberty of stealing the stuffed animals from your home, and between you and me, they look much happier here. It's just like your place, but better in every way. Yes, of course I know where you live. It wasn't that hard to figure it out. I mean, I just had one of my henchmen follow you around. Don't ask such silly questions. No, they're not frogs. My henchmen are not... Well, not exactly. Look, never mind. Just... now, if you look at the wall to your right, there's a panel there where you may adjust the temperature of your room if you need, or call for the help of myself or a technician. Just keep that in mind. There's also a selection of ambient settings to choose from, just in case you need a vacation, or if you need one of those little white noise machines to fall asleep. Go on, try it out. I have the same one in my room. Yes, see? The ocean, without the hassle of sand in your shoes. Rain, without needing an umbrella. See, it's wonderful, isn't it? It just... explore the tropical rainforest without the threat of poisonous plants, or tigers, or... this one's just rush hour traffic, I guess. I'm not really a fan of this one. Oh, sure, back to the rain. I've always loved a rainy... Or surfing. Surfing is lovely too. No stinging jellyfish here to... rain. Okay, cut it out. There. I can also disable it from my phone. Don't mess around while I'm talking to you. This is serious. Please be serious. I don't care if it's lame in there. Just, it's way better than what I used to have, so... Oh, yes. I know. They're coming in to install the blinds later tonight. We had to get everything custom ordered. You understand? I know that privacy is important. I'm no creep. I was hoping you would like it in there. I designed it for you. Ugh, you'll learn to love it, I'm sure. So, Hero, as you can see, we have you firmly confined such that you can no longer interfere with my plans, so... Yes, you are. There's no way you can get out of that. You're trapped in there. Just... Well, yes, I suppose we will see, but for now, can you at least hear me out so that I can... Dearest Hero, you are confined so that you can no longer... What? No, I'm not doing a voice. This is my regular voice. Anyway, you're confined so that... What? You're hungry. Quick, there's a mini fridge with some fruit in it by the couch. Just give me a couple minutes first, please. Besides, actual professionally cooked dinner is coming later, so if you could hold your appetite for a little bit longer, I'm sure you'd enjoy it more. I'm not a monster. Okay? Hero, I've trapped you so that I can carry out my plans. Shish! Zip! Shut up! I'm going to turn the mayor into a frog. Okay? Are you happy now? That's my evil plan. And the commissioners, and various other city officials, and I was going to tell you all about how I was going to do it too, but it doesn't seem like you care much for an explanation. I get it. Okay, I haven't been kidnapped from a shitty inner-city apartment and locked in a very lovely studio before, packed to the gills with amenities, mind you, but... You know what? I understand where you're coming from. I just need to keep you off the street for a while, so I can finally start enacting my takeover of the city. You know, I used to be a fan of your work. When I saw you on TV, you know? What with your sick outfits and your signature moves, punches faster than lightning, kicks like thunder, skin that's tough as a tank, subtle mind powers that never fail to extract a confession, and steely glares that can melt, well, steel. But not osmium for some reason. I mean, what is with that? But then you turned your powers on me. Your kicks really hurt, you know? My chest wouldn't start to heal right for weeks. Could you imagine the damage that you've done? I mean, I don't think you could, because you've probably never felt pain in your life. You're so damn incessant with all your crime fighting and cleaning up the scum and general ass kickery. So relentless that you never even stopped to ask what I was doing. I want good things for this city. But when you put on the funny frog hat, suddenly everyone thinks you're the bad guy. What? Why frogs? Why not frogs? Do you really want to know? Are you going to keep interrupting? Because I could tell you the story, but it doesn't... No? You're not? Do you promise? Okay. Okay, you know what? I'll tell you. But I swear to God, if you butt in again, I'm turning you into a frog as well. And that would be a shame. I think you're wonderful how you are. What? No, I mean wonderful like never mind, don't... So, my story starts in the 5th grade. I was a good kid. I played baseball. I came 4th in the school spelling bee. Sometimes I would share my homemade lunches with the kids who couldn't stand the school slop. I was happy. And every day I would come home to my best friend and regale him with what happened while I was out. His name was Sammy, and he was my pet frog. No, that is a perfectly normal pet for a young boy to have. And he was adorable. He liked to sit on my head while I did homework, and he liked to eat all the bugs that would hide in the corners of the room. But one day, the annual Take Your Pet to School Day, I brought Sammy in. He was in his little pink travel enclosure with plenty of leaves and a cool piece of driftwood I found at the lake outside my house. Everyone else brought dogs, kittens, a couple parakeets. There was one snake, even. Though when we were going around the circle, showing off our friends, it became my turn. I picked up the tank, and I unclasped the lid. And I dug around in the leaves for a moment. Sammy liked to hide. And I kept digging. And I started taking everything out. I threw the leaves, I threw the driftwood on the floor, I looked under the top of the lid, and there was no frog. Sammy was really smart. I guess he got bored of his enclosure, and he slipped out when no one was looking. The whole classroom searched for the whole of 2 minutes before Miss Smith shot up from her desk screaming. My pet frog had just jumped up onto her head. Now, Miss Smith had a severe fish allergy, which for some reason also caused her to be allergic to frogs. I don't know how it works. But she didn't know that when she signed the permission papers. She had to be rushed to the hospital, and she didn't come back for 2 months. We had to make get well soon cards because of what I did. Now, instead of cutting me a break, chalking it up as an accident, as you would, I was a child. Instead of that, everyone ridiculed me. They all called me Toad Boy for the rest of the year. But it wasn't my fault. It wasn't Sammy's fault either. He didn't know people could be allergic. I mean, why did they call me Toad Boy? Sammy wasn't even a toad. They're two very different things, you see. For one thing, pure frogs are much, much smarter. Sammy was the only one who understood me for the longest time. He taught me the language. He gifted me with so much knowledge about how the world works, basically everything I know. He actually helped me design this very facility. Sadly, he wasn't here for its completion, rest in peace, Sammy, but I had it constructed in the one place he always said he wanted to go. The city sewers. Don't look at me like that. It's perfectly clean down here. Did you know that groups of frogs are sometimes called an army? The description could not be more apt. Frogs are organized. They're much better at it than we are. I mean, I don't know why this hasn't been studied further. All the things that we do, the ways that we live, they're so inefficient. Frogs do it better. All I want is to adapt their ways of life to our modern city. Nobody will be hurt. Nobody will die. Quite the opposite. It'll render heroes like you obsolete because there will be no more crime. No more inequality. Only frogs. Just think of how cool it would be to have a tongue that is 20 times the regular length that you could grab things with from across the room. Wouldn't that be awesome? I was going to just bridge the gap between humans and frogs, a sort of frog ambassador, if you will. But if my childhood has taught me anything, it's that it will never be that simple. The people just won't understand until you force it upon them. Well, no, I'm not going to turn everyone into a frog. Only the people who could benefit from it, which is most people. But you make it sound like a bad thing. No, I knew you wouldn't understand. I was hoping perhaps we could see eye to eye once I had explained myself. But alas, that's okay. It doesn't matter what you think, because there's nothing you can do about it now. It's already in motion. And besides, no one knows where you are. No one even knows your true identity, so it's not like it'll be big news when you don't turn up for work tomorrow. Oh, how long will you be in here? I'm not sure. I'll have to get back to you on that. Well, I haven't thought that far ahead, honestly. Well, I don't know. I just kept thinking about the last time we met, and I thought I'd be on the receiving end of another one of your thunder kicks or something, and then it would be back to square one again. This is all going way smoother than I expected. Maybe you could take this time to get better at painting. We can order you some acrylics, and maybe you could compose a villain's theme for me on your new guitar. Or if you'd like to learn how to shoot a bow, we could probably arrange for that too. I don't know what you'd like to get up to. I mean, heavens knows, your animalistic attack skills could use some diversifying. Well, how does dinner sound? No, I don't want to discuss my plans with you anymore. Let's just think about food. Food is wonderful. Food is easy to make. Not like the plans for total takeover of one of the biggest cities in the world. Not even, just the takeover, but then the future infrastructure, the power distributions, the way everything needs to be organized, and I think I need to lie down for a bit. I will return shortly. Felix is going to be in soon. My chef is named Felix, and he's wonderful. Do you like salmon? Salad? Trust me, you're going to love taco night. It's the best. Felix is one of the best chefs in the city. All I had to do was offer him insurance benefits. Can you believe how the chefs are treated in this city? It's untenable. He'll be coming around about 7, so you won't have to wait much longer. I'll be coming back to check on you tonight, but for now I have important matters to address. Things to do. I'm going to have to go consult with the frogs. I mean, we've had meetings and meetings and meetings over this, and I'm still fuzzy on the details. How am I still fuzzy? I mean, it's one thing to be unsure, but fuzzy is another matter entirely. I need to be slack about this whole frog thing. Hello. It's Tanuki. Thank you for listening to the full audio. If you enjoyed, feel free to leave a like, a comment, subscribe, or hit the bell. Do all the lovely stuff. I hope you enjoyed this script. I think it was a little sillier than some of my other ones. But hopefully this one isn't as much fun as the last one. All I have to do is some environmental sounds, and I think I'm gonna go for a cheap voice modulator kind of sound effect on the vocals. I think I only need to do that though because I can't really push my voice too low without making it sound unnatural and strained and hard to take seriously. if I didn't already hit that threshold. Either way, it was fun to record. It's like pushing my microphone to see how far I could go before peaking it, because it's a condenser, not good with impulse sounds. Anyway, I don't think I have too much to add. I hope you are having a lovely day. I suppose this script wasn't as relaxing, so maybe not the best, nighttime script or one to listen to before bed or something like that. So I hope you're having a lovely day, and I hope your evening goes equally well. Tomorrow's going to be wonderful, and if you are listening to this at night, then good night and sweet dreams. And regardless, I hope to have you back soon. But for now, I've been Tanuki, and you have been wonderful. Thanks for listening. Goodbye.